Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Monday, April 11th, 2016, around 7:12 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's going to be a damp day today, mix and sun clouds. Supposed to be in the 50s, seasonably cool, and tomorrow's going to be widespread rain showers. And the rest of the week's going to be nice and sunny, but no real spring-like air for a while. We won't see 60s and 70s maybe for another week or two. We'll wait and see. Some news to report. The Golden State Warriors are now 72-9. They tied the Bulls record for most wins in an NBA season. Wednesday night, they could set the record for 73. And also, the Anaheim Ducks won the Pacific Division for the 4th straight year, so congratulations to them. The second video blog of the day will be about predictions of the Stanley Cup playoffs, which could be in a few minutes. And it's Happy National Pet Day, and it's also Happy National Louie Louie Day. Louie Louie, Louie Louie, Louie Louie. Anyway, that's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is, excuse me about that, is the final video blog of the top 50 greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. Today, I'm doing numbers 10 through number 1. And here they are, number 10 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. Alpha, Sika, the Wild Samoans. The Wild Samoans were one of the most famous tag teams, winning many regional tag team titles. They won 3 WWE Tag Team titles in the 1980s. They were managed by Captain Lou Albano. They had feuds with the Strong Balls, Tony Garea and Rick Martel, and Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson. They were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007. Number 9 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time, the Fabulous Freebirds, Michael P.S. Hayes, Buddy Jack Roberts, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and Jimmy Jam Garvin. The Freebirds dominated tag teams for many years in the 1980s, wrestling for Mid-South and Georgia and World Class Championship Wrestling. They had a long-running feud with the Von Erichs. And when they went to WCW, it was Michael P.S. Hayes and Jimmy Jam Garvin. They won a couple of WCW World Tag Team titles and the U.S. Tag Team title, but that's when I think the Freebirds jumped the shark. They were much better with Michael P.S. Hayes and Terry Bam Bam Gordy and Buddy Jack Roberts. And they were finally inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2016, so congratulations. Number 8 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time, Jack and Jerry Briscoe, the Briscoe Brothers. The Briscoe Brothers were awesome. They won many tag team titles in Georgia and Florida, and they were several times the NWA World Tag Team title champions. They had a long-running feud with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Jay Youngblood, which they turned heel, which they were pretty good at heels. Very surprising. Number 7 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time, Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, multiple-time WWE Tag Team title champions. They had high-flying moves. They were real popular, especially they were with Lita, had feuds with Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys, which were classics. And number 6 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time, Edge and Christian. They were fictitious brothers in the WWE, winning many WWE Tag Team titles. They had classic TLC matches with the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys. They were famous for the 5-second pose. And they were they reek awesomeness. They should have been tag teams for a long, long time. But they feuded against each other, and eventually Edge went to a top solo career while Christian mingled around as a mid-carder. Number 5 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. The British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid. They were tag teams. They were a long-time tag team in Stampede, winning many tag team titles there, and then they went to Japan. In 1985, they went to the WWE. They were managed by Captain Lou Albano, winning the WWE tag team titles, and WrestleMania 2, having a 9-month title reign with the Dream Team, and Sheik and Volkov, and the Moondogs, and the Hart Foundation. Eventually, Dynamite's Kid's back went out, and they dropped the tag team titles, and they were never the same. They feuded when they came back to Stampede Wrestling in 1989, and they should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, but the Dynamite Kid's a jerk. Number 4 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. The Rock and Roll Express were a legendary tag team in many southern territories, Mid-South, Memphis, Florida. They were known for winning the NWA World title several times in Jim Crockett Promotions, having a legendary feud with the Midnight Express, which that's the best tag team feud of all time. Ricky Morton was real popular. He probably was one of the most popular wrestlers in wrestling in like the late 80s. They still tag team together on occasions in the independent territories. They briefly had a run in WWE in 1993 and 1998, but they never had a great run in it. Maybe one of these days will get into the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 3 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. The Midnight Express, which was Beautiful Barnaby Eaton, Loverboy Dennis, Condrey, Sweet Stan Lane. Those were the best Midnight Express versions. They were managed by James C. Cornette. They feuded with several tag teams, including the Rock and Roll Express, the Fantastics, the Legion of Doom, the Dynamic Dudes, Southern Boys, you name it. They won many tag team titles in Mid-South, World Class, Jim Crockett Promotions. They were probably the best tag team of the decade in the 80s. And the WWE mocked the Midnight Express by putting Bart Gunn and Bob Harley in it, which was awful, but that was a joke to Jim Cornette. Number 2 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, the Dudley Boys. They started teaming in ECW, winning many ECW World Tag Team titles. They were managed in ECW by the quintessential stud muffin, Joe Gertner, and Sign Guy Dudley. They were mega heels in ECW, giving the 3D Death Drop, which was like kind of a version of the Diamond Cutter and the RKO. And they brutalized faces in ECW. Then in WWE, they won many WWE tag team titles, and they were famous for Bubba Ray Dudley pushing Devon. They said, "Devon, get the tables!" They won many WWE tag team championships. Then they went into TNA, and they were awesome there, and won many TNA tag team titles, and they're back in WWE. They should be WWE Hall of Famers. Number 1 on this list of the greatest professional wrestling tag teams of all time. The Road Warriors / the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal. They started in 1983 in Georgia Championship Wrestling as the National Tag Team Champions. Managed by Precious Paul Ellery, the Legion of Doom was actually a faction in Georgia Championship Wrestling, which included Jake the Snake Roberts, the Spoiler, King Kong Bundy, Buzz Sawyer, and the Iron Sheik. And the Road Warriors were so awesome. They were heels, but the fans cheered them. They went to the AWA, winning the AWA World Tag Team titles. They wrestled for Jim Crockett Promotions, winning the NWA World Tag Team titles. Also 6-man tag team titles with Dusty Rhodes. They made several trips to Japan. They wrestled in every regional territory you could imagine in the 80s, except World Class Championship Wrestling, which they would have probably been paired up with the Von Erichs, and even though they were heels, the fans would cheer the Road Warriors if they wrestled the Von Erichs, and that's what Fritz was a fear of. He didn't want his boys booed, so they never wrestled in World Class Championship Wrestling. And they went to the WWE in 1990 without Paul Elley. They would just build Legion of Doom because Hawk and Animal owned the Road Warrior trademark, and they didn't want Vince to take that. They won the WWE Tag Team titles in 1991, but they dropped them. And they brought back Paul Elley, and they had a dummy called Rocco, which was awful. And then Animal gets injured. They stop tag team for 4 years, and then they get back together. WCW, WWE, winning the second WWE tag team titles. They get rebranded as LOD 2000 in 1998 with Sunny. That was a flop. And then they feuded with DOA, and they had Paul Elley back, but he sided with the DOA, and eventually it just got awful. Where they had Hawk's real-life demons. He was, battling alcoholism. They had Draws, which was awful. And the Legion of Doom, left the WWE and tagged in several independent promotions until Hawk passed away in 2003. 2011, the Road Warriors got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And that's about it on that. Tomorrow starts a new Top 50 video blog. It's going to be the Top 50 Greatest TV Weather People of all time. And there'll be surprises, and you know who's probably going to be in the top 10. I'm not going to say it, but you probably know, because I drop references of this person all the time. And 2 other video blogs coming. The preview of my predictions of what's going to happen in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about Jerry West. Keep calm, everybody. I'm the Julie Brennan guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO Oxen has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so sunny. She has nice legs as well. Amy Swensey's the best. She's also awesome, and she also has nice legs. And in the words of Dee Patel last week, no bus bye. See you in a few minutes.